Welcome to Mountain to Lake Realty Showcase. I'm Betty Kingery.
I'm Bob Parcell.
And I'm Steve Furrow.
Mountain to Lake Realty is located at 195 South Main Street.
We'd like to think we're located all over this county and beyond with our signs, and we're certainly located on the web at mountaintolake.com, where you see on your screen.
And we've got a great location there in Uptown Rocky Mount. Someone dedicated there at the office from 8:30 to 5, Monday through Friday. We'd love to visit with you, stop in and see us if you're interested in buying and selling property. And certainly if those times don't work for you, they're not convenient, then just reach out to us there. The number's on the screen. We'd be glad to visit with you when it is convenient, where it is convenient for you.
And it is with sad news that we pass on to you the death of one of our beloved realtors, Nancy Perdue. And of course, Nancy, I think she helped Wes maybe to get Meadow Springs started, or I'm not quite sure. Maybe I believe she was an agent with Century 21 maybe when she first began. I'll say she had one of those gold jackets. But then she came to work with Wes when we were Meadow Spring Land and Realty. I'm not quite sure. I should have studied a little harder how many years she was a realtor, but I'm sure for some of you viewers, she was your agent, and she retired not so long ago, and her health was failing a bit, but her funeral is actually today, Tuesday. It was earlier in the day, 2 o'clock this afternoon. But our love, our sympathy goes out to her family. And I'm sure if some of you would like to reach out to Nancy's family, you're welcome to do so. So a little bit different as far as news as we go along. The trends in the market right now, definitely we remain very low inventory. Our supply of buyers versus our supply of homes to sell just are very uneven right now. Like that. So you think about it, it is the spring market. We had hoped that more folks would put their homes on the market. And if you're just thinking about it, I would love for you to give one of us a call. We'd be happy to visit with you, talk to you about the possibility of and the potential of putting your home on the market. If you're a potential buyer, we'd love to talk to you as well. There are some things that we feel that you should do to be very prepared when you come into this market, and how can you win as far as the home that you really want. But so let's talk a little bit about, maybe for sellers, some tips as far as how do I be prepared if I am a seller?
First thing, I'm going to take Bob's words right out of his mouth. First thing is call Bob. That's the first thing, right, Bob?
Well, that's not a bad advice, too.
But honestly, sitting down with a great real estate agent, one at Mountain to Lake Realty, certainly would be a great step in the right direction as far as getting things prepared. We can sit down and have a conversation about, what the current condition of the house, the current condition of the market, what maybe you should do or shouldn't do to get the house ready to go on the market. So I would say having that initial set down would be a great place to start.
I agree with that 100%. We are fortunate to work with real estate all the time, and I think it makes complete sense to let us come by and maybe suggest some things you might do, maybe some things we don't think you necessarily should do. It's in my opinion, it's been a great market for sellers for a couple of years. I think even more so, amazingly, in the last just 2 or 3 months. I guess the obvious question is, do you have a place to go? But I can't think of a better time for someone to sell their property now. Acreage tracts are tending to sell better as well.
Lots are moving.
You just need to look real close at your competition and see how your house stands out. Hopefully we can advise you as a seller. Some sellers are listing their property and waiting 3 days before they necessarily respond to offers, let them queue up a little, so to speak. Maybe you'll be fortunate to be in that position, but I would hope we could bring a lot to the table for a seller. If you do receive multiple offers, they're not the easiest thing in the world to handle. Communication is really important. I think treating everybody fairly is important. Other agents, other buyers, communication is real key. And so probably you'll be in a multiple offer situation. It's just a lot to consider. And I think hopefully we'll be able to help you, work through all those details and maybe work out the one that's best for you. And as for a buyer, I know it's real frustrating, but you have to, in my opinion, find a really good agent, stick with them, so when a house hits the market, they're able to show you that house. I mean, as we said before, we're real aware of the low inventory because we're trying to sell houses. I mean, you're trying to buy one, we're trying to sell as many as we can. So we look at the hot sheets constantly, the new listing, and we try to get you in there as soon as possible, make your offer as strong as possible, and there's quite a few things you can do to make your offer stronger, and we'd be glad to go over those to see if you're comfortable with some of those things or not. Escalation clauses, there's quite a few things as a buyer we can try to help you with.
And I had this conversation over the weekend. I think it's really important that if you're a buyer and you're in this market and maybe you're a little frustrated about trying to find that right home, and you're interested in maybe you're thinking about I'll just see if I can't buy some land and potentially build. Well, I didn't just encourage you, you've gotten your stuff ready to go to purchase a home. Okay, you sat down with a lender, you sat down with a real estate agent, you've had those discussions. Well, if you're going to switch up and maybe look at buying land, then you need to have those discussions about that as well. Because just because you've got all your stuff together with a lender on the side of purchasing a home doesn't mean that you've got everything together to purchase land. And most lenders can make that transition, but there may be some circumstances, some things that maybe change a little bit on your end as to what's required when you come to sit down to do those things. So just take your time, ask some questions, allow a great real estate agent to help guide you in those scenarios, and I think you'll be well on your way to happiness.
That's a good way to put it. I think too, when you're thinking about a career in real estate, a lot of folks think that the business is very easy. And in the current market that we are in, I really recommend, and I know we have to all start somewhere, but it is very important that you have a full-time. And it's great to have somebody with experience because you've been used to the market, you know how to write up offers, you know how to negotiate. And again, somebody starting out in this business, it's always good for you to work side by side with an experienced agent. And of course, that's where teams developed. But again, I think when you said we'll call Bob or call Steve, we're looking at the experience that you have in the market, just your know-how. And all of that is so important right now because things are fast and furious. And for some folks, buying a home is going to be one of your largest investments that you may make in a lifetime. And it's important for us as realtors to not mess your life up. So it's good to work with somebody that knows what they're doing. And as far as you all are watching the market constantly, you watch for new homes to come up. You know of homes that are going to come up or come on the market. You're able to find a home for a buyer maybe before it hits the market. And that's just because of your experience and your years in the business. And it's happening now where you're putting a buyer into a home before it literally goes on the market. So, there are things like this that your experience, your wisdom of the market really plays and is very important in the market that we're in. So there you go. So for buyers or for sellers, it's you got to know what you're doing. You just have to in the market that we're in. And right here are two guys that can certainly help you, whether you are looking to sell or you want to buy. They can help you. We're not lenders, but we're excellent resources for the lenders. When you're talking about if you're switching from purchasing a house and you decide you want land, you all have got the lenders to recommend for them to get the job done. So, okay, well, enough of that. Let's talk about a few of the houses that we have to sell. And of course, here's one of them. It didn't hit the market. There was a buyer out there, and it worked out. But let me tell us a little about it, Bob.
Okay, sure. I was fortunate to list this home when it sold. Julie sold it here. I'm not sure when that was, within a year, I believe, but this is a great location, a little north of Rocky Mount, off 3 Brooks Lane. It's Rocky Mount address, but you're roughly halfway to Boone's Mill. 5 acres, extremely private setting, park-like setting, and I could talk a long time about the renovations that have been done to this house. It's been completely remodeled. It's a park-like setting with a creek, a new roof, gutters, and deck just last year. The entire interior of the home has been completely remodeled. You see this park-like setting, the barn on the property, the paved private driveway coming in, creek right there on the other side of the barn. When it was listed here not too long ago, it sold very quickly with multiple offers, and there's a good view of it there. So this is just an example of how quickly things can go on the market and sell. It went not too long ago, it sold very quickly, and it's done so again.
So here we are at Coles Creek Road. This is another listing that didn't hang around very long. 4.84 acres. This is a very charming renovated farmhouse. When you get a chance to see the porch here on the front side of the house. There's a side deck as well, but a very inviting porch here, and it just kind of starts things off with the charm as you move through this house. When we step inside, we're going to get a chance to see the living room here. It's a very nice place. You do have some hardwood floors in this home, as well as some luxury vinyl as well. But these are the original hardwood floors that you see here in this living room. We'll step into the kitchen. Nice heat-in kitchen that we have here. But you do have a really nice view out over that sink, looking out over great farmland. We'll step into the bedroom. This is a 3-bedroom and 1 full bath home. A little over almost 1,400 total square feet here. This is bedroom number 1, and bathroom here on the entry level. You have the laundry and mudroom, which is actually entering off the back side of the home into this laundry and mudroom, which is always a nice addition. This is the bedroom number 2 here. Nice large bedroom. Again, you see those hardwood floors. And then bedroom number 3. I think we've got a shot off the back. There's that back entrance that comes into the mudroom, and then of course you've got the entrance upstairs there with that side deck that you see. A nice little creek flowing by. You can sit out on that deck, Bob, and it would just about put you to sleep. That creek just kind of that babbling brook, if you will, out of the property. But this is Coles Creek Road with a Rocky Mount address.
In thinking about this particular home, and of course there are pros and cons of every home that we list and sell, and working with buyers, but the owner went through and painted some of the rooms. Everything was very neutral. He cleaned up. He was very meticulous about how he cared for his house, and it showed, and had several showings and multiple offers, and as I say, it's already under contract. So we'll go to a home that's located in Roanoke. It's on Kershaw Road, and as we represent sellers and buyers in Franklin County and beyond, This is actually in Roanoke County. Great location for a home that was built in 1966. It has undergone numerous updates, and I will show you a few of those. The home includes 4 bedrooms, 2 full baths, a half bath. There's 1,118 square feet on the entry level. It does have a full basement, and that gives a total square footage of 2,236 square feet. So it's a very nice brick. You can see it's ranch home. You've got mostly one level living. However, the laundry room is in the lower level, but there is space on the upper level that you could easily put in a stack washer dryer if you wanted to. So the full lower level actually has potential for an apartment if you wanted to use it as such. When you go in the front door, of course, you go into the living room. It does have the original hardwood floors that were just refinished about 2 months ago. Some of the other updates include the central air, the gas furnace, a new water heater was installed. The windows have all been replaced, as well as the roof was replaced. In the kitchen, it is a eat-in kitchen, so we're kind of seeing one side of the kitchen with your cabinetry for good storage, as well as workspace. And of course, the other end of the kitchen is more of our eat-in kitchen side, and it's open to your living room again. Again, as I said, there's 3 bedrooms on the entry level. I think I said that there are 4 total bedrooms, and there are 4 total bedrooms. 3 are on the entry level. We go down to the lower level, and it's kind of an open family room area. She's used part of it as an office area too, but if we get a little closer to one end of the family room, of course, this is a kitchenette. I call it more a kitchen than a kitchenette, actually. You have a nice gas oven stove. So you have a bedroom on that lower level that you see pictured here, a full bathroom. And again, as we go to the outside of the home, lots of nice space for outdoor activities. Even the extension of the carport gives you more space for outdoor activities. But again, this property is located on Kershaw Road, and that's with a Roanoke address.
One of the nice things about being a realtor and having the opportunity to go around and look at different real estate is you get into some unique properties, and this certainly property here on Claiborne Avenue is a very unique property. I think it's one of a kind. When you look at the detail and the things that have gone into this 1893 Queen Anne Victorian style home, you really got to appreciate it. It's something that you got to see. So we're going to jump in maybe to a few commercial listings here, and this is the first one. This is Claiborne Avenue. It is currently being used as 3 apartments. We've got the Ambassador Suite, the Presidential Suite, and the Executive Suite. We're going to walk you through each one of those, but very, very unique property. You've got the 3 apartments, 2 one-bedroom apartments, and then 1 2-bedroom apartment. And as we're going to step inside and just take a look here. You certainly got a chance to see the front side of the home, and here we're going to step into the Ambassador Suite. Inside there, we get a chance to see the kitchen. You'll see as we move throughout this, I mean, it is everything is in its place. It looks exquisite. You really got to appreciate that. So at the kitchen here, I think we got another shot of the kitchen coming up. And we'll swing around here, maybe one more, this little eat-in area in the kitchen. And we're going to head to the living room that you see here. And of course, the bedroom. Now, I mentioned there's 2 one-bedroom apartments and 1 2-bedroom apartment. This is the first of the 1-bedroom apartment, the Ambassador Suite. This is the bedroom. And of course, this is the bath that goes with that. But you can see the quality and the detail. You look at the fixtures, and the granite countertops, you really got to appreciate that. We'll step here out of the Ambassador Suite. We'll come around on the deck here to the Presidential Suite. This would be the second one-bedroom apartment. It does have a nice little porch off to the side. We'll step inside and get a chance to see the living room you're going to see here. But a little larger place here with the Presidential Suite. A chance to see this living room, and there's those hardwood floors. We'll step into the kitchen. A couple shots of the kitchen, but there's this granite countertop, stainless steel appliances, and just about everything you could ask for. Everything is convenient here in the Presidential Suite. We've got another shot here of the kitchen. We're going to step into the bedroom now. I mentioned this is the second one-bedroom apartment, but a nice large bedroom here on the Presidential Suite. I think we got another shot from the other side. I'll give you a chance to see that. And of course, the bathroom that goes here with this Presidential Suite on Claiborne Avenue. Now, next we're going to go up the steps to the Executive Suite. This has its own little private porch area. This is the two-bedroom apartment, two-bedroom apartment on the Executive Suite. We're going to step inside. We do have a little foyer here. Moves into the living room. And plenty of space here to maybe entertain friends and hang out. Another shot of the living room. We head to the bedroom. We've got two bedrooms here in the Executive Suite. See this large bed and bath. There's a shot of the kitchen. Again, granite countertops, stainless steel appliances. Again, larger with this Executive Suite, still larger. This is the largest of the three apartments. Here's another shot of the kitchen from another angle. We'll move into the second bedroom here in the Executive Suite. Of course, it has its own bath as well. We've got another shot. There it is of the bathroom. And we'll step outside. You guys, it's almost like I want to put a top hat and a bow tie on and walk around. This is what I feel like here on Claiborne Avenue. But you see the landscaping, it's done a great job here with that. It's a very nice setting, and certainly would be, if you're interested in a commercial building, to have some tenants, maybe an apartment rental, this would be a great spot for it here on Claiborne Avenue with a Rocky Mount address.
You could always live in one of the apartments and have some income from the other two apartments, and all of the furnishings, everything that you saw in those pictures goes with the house, or go with the house. So tell us a little bit about Manor Street.
Great location here, Manor Street.
Another commercial property.
Would be another commercial building. We are located, when I talk about Manor, this is right behind the post office. From Rocky Mount, Franklin Street, you go to East College Street, and then right on Manor, and this property is on the left there, right behind the post office. A little over 2,450 square feet. I showed this over the weekend. Great. When we open it, we step inside. Betty will hit us with the picture, but this flooring is truly unique. Certainly something that from my perspective, if you're interested in something with some character, this would be a spot to do that. But it's wide open inside. It does have heating and cooling. It has a bathroom there you can see to your left. Get a close-up here of that. But there's a lot of opportunity here. You've got low maintenance. You've got the metal roof, metal siding. You got places here to park. So it'll be a great spot for just about anything here. And then you couldn't ask, in my opinion, for a better location than right here behind the post office. You're convenient to the farmer's market, the harvester. There's just lots of things going on there. Manor Street, we'd love to show it to you.
Another commercial listing. This one's on Old Franklin Turnpike in Glade Hill, fronts with Old Franklin Turnpike and Ayers Road. Very nice 0.9 acre level lot with quite a bit of parking. That should not be an issue. And again, 3 different places to turn in off 2 state roads to get into this very nice property. Originally built in 1960. This 3,600 square foot Building has a seam metal roof that was put on in 2018. See the loading dock there to the right, the double doors there off the deck. Also has a gas furnace, updated electrical, and real high ceilings, nice covered front porch. And you step inside it, it's, you can notice the high ceilings. Not a lot of areas to tear apart if you wanted to renovate the building. A lot of times that's a very high expense for someone that renovates the building. You see it's mostly open. Previously used as a furniture store, front like a showroom if you will, back maybe a warehouse, but it's mostly open. Again, loading dock and double doors. You notice the high ceilings, lots of lighting. Very high traffic area going through Union Hall, Pinhook, Smith Mountain Lake. Adds quite a bit to the potential for this property, I believe. Be glad to give you more details and give you a tour of this building on Old Franklin Turnpike, very close to Cable 12 with a Glade Hill address, zoned B2.
So Bob, generally speaking, if you're going to live in the city, where's the best place to live? Generally speaking.
You're going to tell me.
Yeah?
Anywhere. You didn't ask me.
Well, cul-de-sac, typically, you know, that the end of the cul-de-sac tends to be a lot of times a place of interest for a lot of folks. You know, get down there to the end where there's maybe less traffic if they're living on a main street. This property here on Victory Road in southeast Roanoke is exactly what we've got, and that is, we're down at the corner lot here at the end of the cul-de-sac. If you're not familiar, this is in the city of Roanoke. You take Garden City Boulevard to Victory Road, and you go to the end of the road, and the home's there on the corner. I'm going to step inside. I'm going to get a chance to see this large living room as you step in. We've got a little over 3,000 total square feet here in this home. 4 bedrooms and 2 full baths. I think we've got a kitchen coming up next. We'll get a chance to see. Oh, Betty, look at those cabinets. Look at all that storage, Miss Betty. I know you're excited.
Yep.
Yeah. And this is the kitchen. You've got stainless steel appliances. Lots of storage here in this kitchen. Stepping into the family room now. Mentioned it was 4 bedrooms and 2 full baths. I think we've got a bedroom coming up here now. One bedroom. And maybe a little nook nursery area here in between. And another bedroom. I think this is the master bath that we see here. And then of course this is another shot of the hall bathroom. Now we're back to another bedroom with a nice little office area there. And of course this is bedroom, I believe, number 4. I've been keeping up. So it's 4 bedrooms, 2 full baths. I'm going to step downstairs to the lower level. Get a chance to see the basement here. Another shot as we move around, with plenty of room here for storage. Of course, you got your laundry down there. Going to step outside the property. Oh man, what is that? 2-door detached garage here, Victory Road. So that's a great spot. Be able to store some of your toys. Got a great porch here for you to hang out, take in some of these nice spring evenings that are going on. And a shot of that 2-door garage.
Place for you to practice your fadeaway jumper right there too, Steve.
You bet. I did a little bit of that over the weekend as well. I'm paying for it, Bob. This is the inside of the garage. So that's going to wrap things up today, guys, for this Mountain to Lake Showcase. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Cable 12. Bob, Betty, thank you. Take care, everyone.